Hello everyone, welcome back to my review channel. Today I'm going to have a couple of comic books to review. I have to come back from the store. One's going to be the new Ninja Turtle MicroSeries featuring Fugitoid, the fugitive android. And the other is actual Savage Dragon, number 181. It's the newest. Last review I had of Savage Dragon was in June, so it's been about 2 months since the last Savage Dragon. I got a few other comic books today. I'll just go ahead and show. One is the new Spawn, which I really just want to show just because for the 20th anniversary of Image, Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn, has been putting out every month a different cover, pretty much a parody to other comic book covers. I'm sorry. So this one's then we had a cover of an Amazing Spider-Man cover. We had another one I can't remember, but this one is the first cover of the first issue of Walking Dead. You can see it's Spawn of the Dead, this nice little Spawn cover. You know, basically just a homage of the first issue of Walking Dead. And next month, the cover is going to look like Frank Miller's The Dark Knight. You know, that cover when he draws Batman at the front cover. I'll show it to you next month, but you can show you a little picture right here. It looks completely awesome. But other than that, I got I think it was last week, a couple weeks ago, I was doing Epic Kill. I was mentioning how I only found one comic. Well, apparently they had more. It's just been I guess it's just was out. So I got the up-to-date Epic Kill. All I'm missing is number 2. I'm going to do these as soon as I get number 2, and I'll do those every week. But basically number 5 just came out today of Epic Kill. So I was wondering why I saw only one issue, but yeah, I guess people just picked it up. Anyways, I'm just going to do 2 today. I would do Spawn. I mean, I get Spawn every month, every time it comes out. I would do it. It's just I just don't know what to say about it. I mean, I love Spawn. That's why I get it. But as of late, it's just I say as of late, but really it's been 2 years. It's just been a lot of talk. Plot. That's really all they're doing. It's written by Todd McFarlane. Artist is another guy, different. But that's really why I started. Not to say that's really why I stopped picking up the Haunt issues. It was done by Todd McFarlane and Robert Kirkman. It's a complete collaboration between them two guys. And I started picking that up. It was okay at first, but I really started to see a lot of Todd McFarlane come out. And it was just talk, plot, let's build it up. And then also, it was just involved, a same scenario with Spawn. It's just underground, under agents of these FBI, CIA, you know, just gathering up to fight the anti-hero. And it was just it was too similar to Spawn. If I want to read stuff like that, I would go to Spawn. And when I go to Spawn, I get nothing but talk and plot line. And it's been like this for it's issue 223. And I can't believe this. I was oh my God, has it really been 2 years since we're still talking about since issue 200? I was just come on, it's not giving you anything where you remember why you love Spawn. The action and everything that it had. It's just all plot right now. But I don't want to take anything. I love Spawn. I love Todd McFarlane, everything he does. And it's just, I don't know. I just wish it would start to get back to where it was. That's all. I get, it's so much talk, I almost start to fall asleep reading it. I just have to put it down and read something else. Anyways, that's too much talk about it. Like I said, I'm not hating against it. I love Spawn. I get it every month. It's just, that's the way it is. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Anyways, let's do this. Let's start with Savage Dragon. So, do believe last issue was basically Savage Dragon is in the spaceship, fought the Flaxians, the race that was taking over the Earth planet and pretty much killed Vanguard's people, obliterated his people. Savage Dragon decided to completely obliterate that race themselves, since that's what they were doing to everybody else. His people, the dragons, didn't want that. They didn't appreciate it. So his son, Dragon's son on the ship, called for a duel against his father. So now this issue is pretty much the duel. So basically you get a little bit of Savage Dragon in the beginning fighting his son in the ship, while Savage Dragon doesn't dictate, but he pretty much tells everybody in the audience, like, why are we doing this? This is supposed to be a peaceful time. And then he starts to go on, about how things should be, how things could be. Like, he wants to make, a voting registry, make, a democracy, like how it is on Earth. All this while fighting. So he talks to the crowd and his son while fighting his son in this, gladiator pit. Which he questions that, too. If they're supposed to be a peaceful race, why do they have a gladiator pit? It goes from there, then it, switches to back to Homeworld, back to Earth. You get to see what's happening with, Savage Dragon's other son, Malcolm, and daughter, Angel, right after the aftermath, basically, of the alien Flaxians, or whatever you want to call them. Weird name. Well, after they came down to Earth and pretty much just, killing everybody and destroying everything. A little mention of, the guy All God, about how he died, basically trying to reference him as the God, kinda. It's yeah, God came down to, save us and we killed him. Or, that's how they're trying to put it. Shows a page of Overlord, the guy, Overlord, being, shunned by one of the other villains of, Chicago, basically saying, you did this, we helped because of you, now we're all dead. Anyways, and then, Malcolm questions Angel about what happened, between them at the very end of, that issue of, yeah, or are they gonna, do it or whatever. Now, back to the Savage Dragon ship, after the battle, Savage Dragon pretty much won, obviously, with, cause the son was only 20, and, he goes on to say, he is now 50 years old. Erik Larson he likes to put his issues out, in a real life scenario, every month an issue comes out, so it's really going to be a month in between, a real month happened. So he takes it, and he takes his comic books in real time, basically. So, since Image comic books, or his comic book, Savage Dragon, is 20 years old, he is 20 years older. So now Savage Dragon, that is 50 years old. And he starts to contemplate, I'm 50, I'm not like a youngin', but I'm so powerful, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't know what to do. He decides to go back to Earth and leave everybody. He leaves everybody. He, gets a vote, and everybody votes for him. He kind of, assumed that was going to happen, but he leaves anyway. He's I'm going back to Earth, back to where my home is. And he asks Darklord to accompany him back to Earth. I don't know if I've even mentioned this in the last issue. I can't remember where Darklord was. Has he just been here? Just chilling with Savage Dragon on the ship for all these months? I guess so. And at the very end, Darklord is, outside of the spaceship, just, not even caring where Savage Dragon is. I don't understand this at all, what that means, but look at the cover. Look at this cover. This is the cover. This didn't happen in this issue. Nothing like that happens in this issue. You don't see Savage Dragon just, floating in space anywhere. Just, left. But I'm going to put my own theory on it, since the very last page shows Darklord outside of this enemy ship. It's a Flaxian ship. It's an evil alien race ship he's using to get back to Earth. I don't see anything positive coming of that. Someone could mistake it. Maybe. Anyways, I'm thinking that's what Dark Lord is going to be happening. Every time you've seen Dark Lord pop up in Savage Dragon, Dark Lord has killed Savage Dragon. Only as of late, Dark Lord has decided to kind of help him. And even when he helped him, he killed him. So I don't see how you can trust anything Dark Lord does. Savage Dragon may not remember it because he's killed him multiple times. He's like, this has been multiple Earths. But anyways, if Dark Lord's involved with Savage Dragon, I'm pretty much going to assume Dark Lord's going to kill him. I think we can all assume that. That might be what this is alluding to. But anyways, there's Dark Lord. You can't, like, Dark Lord is probably one of the biggest badasses in, like, Savage Dragon mythos because he keeps coming back in a different age. Like, time frame age. Like, when you first saw, like, he was a baby. Well, no, what happened? It was so crazy during the beginning of Dark Lord era. He was a baby, and then he was, like, super, like, big, like a huge skyscraper. I don't even know. Now he's like a teenager. Anyways, that's how that ends. Oh, I should always say that, like, every Savage Dragon has a double-sided issue. And right now, and, like, as of, like, this is what the story's been so far, is about Vanguard and the aliens themselves. How, like, the aliens have already destroyed, like, all of Vanguard's race and everything. I'm not even really interested in the storyline. It's done by a different artist, different writer. But I used to like it back in the 90s when they did that all the time. But it was just like, whatever nowadays. Anyways, that was Savage Dragon. Now let's move on to the Ninja Turtles MicroSeries featuring Fugitoid. Issue number 8. Now, let's go on with this. Goes into Fugitoid's backstory. Basically, alien race helping Krang, helping him with what he needs, whatever he needs, basically. And this race, oh my god, how am I going to explain all this? Maybe I shouldn't try to go like fully into detail. Just give you basics. Basically, there's the Doctor Honeycutt is the creator of this robot. He can put his conscience in the robot. And he's helping Krang out with other scientists. It mentions the Technodrome in this, and it actually shows a picture of it, like just this little hint of the Technodrome. Huge. That was awesome. That was awesome. It just mentions Technodrome, and basically that's what they're helping him do. They're trying to help him help Krang and his men advance with the Technodrome, with everything they need, everything. Anything. The Dr. Honeycutt has a family. He tries to look over, tries to help. One day, what happens? He decides that, working for Krang isn't the best idea. He should go with the rebels back to their home planet and try to find a way to help his people. So he does this and gets caught by Krang and the Rockmen. They come after him, kill his family. And he doesn't know what to do. Dr. Honeycutt doesn't know what to do, so he decides just to put himself in his android, knowing that his body is about to die anyway. Like, he's probably going to be dead anyway, so he goes, puts his conscience in the android body, tries to leave through this dimensional hole that they make. And ends up on Earth. Now, now Earth. Is followed by the Rockmen. So, follow him to Earth, and he's actually able to transform his body into, look like a human, so he can actually transmorph into an not organic being, but a organic-like being, so he can, easily conform to whatever environment he's in. So he's easily able to transform into a human while on Earth. That way he's able to elude the Rockmen. And let me see. Big little surprise right here is basically you get to see Fugitoid turns into. And he actually turns, and the guy he turns into, the guy he is Chet Allen, the scientist, the other scientist next to like April O'Neil and Baxter Stockman. He's been there since the beginning. So there you go. Fugitoid has been the doctor scientist with at Stockman's lab with April O'Neil. He's been working next to April O'Neil this whole time. So there you go. Not only does he already like see the Rockman, he's actually trying to help. He actually goes to Shredder and the Foot Clan to work against Krang. So to help him with his goals against Krang, he goes to the Foot Clan and Shredder. And that's like the very last page. Not as Fugitoid, mind you, but as Chet Allen, the scientist. I would say the best thing, I love the way this guy drew Shredder. I'm just going to say that. Like, that was the best thing. There's only one picture of the Ninja Turtles in here. Greatly sad about that fact. I don't know why they only had a storyline really didn't even involve the Turtles. But when it did, look how this looked. That is the weirdest. I don't even know how to describe it. It was just too weird for me to see. Not to say this guy's art isn't great, it's phenomenal, but when it came to drawing like one of the Turtles, I just don't know if I like it. Anyways, that's how it ends. Fugitoid trying to escape Krang's grip. Walks into Shredder's hands. This whole thing is, there is nothing at the end that says next MicroSeries issue. I don't even know if there's going to be one. That might be the last one. If that is, that means this whole thing's going to have this whole storyline should be have a culmination pretty soon. They're all starting to get together. It's all starting to come together. Krang, Shredder, and I'm sure if they do have a fight, it's going to even involve more to that, because we all know in the cartoon they worked together anyway. Krang and Shredder. The cartoon was a much different thing. We all know that, but you know they take a little bit from it. I mean, we all know it's going to be a cartoon again pretty soon. Hell, and it's done by Nickelodeon. The issues are done by Nickelodeon too, which is what the cartoon's going to be on. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to go stretch too far from that. So anyways, there we go. There, like I said, didn't see a next issue of MicroSeries. But yeah, this was pretty good. I mentioned the Technodrome. I like that. Fugitoid, but no Triceratons. Not even a glimpse in a background or nothing. Nothing. Maybe they might be saving that for another different issue. But again, they didn't even show like the crystal in like Donatello's MicroSeries story. It was a clear different story. Anyways, that's it. That's all for now. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for watching. And any comments, you know where to put them. Thank you at the very bottom. Everybody have a great day. And thank you again.